All right. Well, congratulations on the win today. Maybe we'll start with keeping the main thing. Rondell, what mattered most? What were the biggest factors in the win today?
Really just coming in with a winner's mentality. We talked about having a seven-game series right now. So we started out 1-0, like finishing out the season. So I think I was going to go tonight.
Farren, what'd you see?
I just see we just wanted to come out and compete as hard as we could. We wanted to, try and defend as well as we could. So I feel like we did those things. I feel like we got things that we got to work on, continue to get better at, but definitely the intent was definitely there today.
All right. Members of the media, if you have a question for Oklahoma State's Farren Flavors or Rondell Walker, please click raise hand and we'll try and get to everybody. Our first question is going to come from Jacob Unruh from the Oklahoman. Go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah, Rondell, this is kind of a simple, basic question, but what did it mean to get your first start today?
I just feel like, it was just another day. Really was no difference. My job today was to come in and give the spark immediately instead off the bench. So I took it just as another day and just came and did what I could to help the team.
You had 3 steals there early in a big sequence there of you almost took a going down at the same time too. But what were you seeing early defensively against Kansas State?
I felt like they just ran like a lot of movement, try to confuse me. And at the end of the day, it's simple basketball. And they're in the right position. Any team, and let's make it hard for them, and they'll give it to you then.
Farren, second half runs against you guys have kind of become more frequent at times this season. How do you guys avoid that? What do you guys need to do better in the second half?
My opinion, I feel like we got to do a good job of taking care of the ball. A lot of the turnovers, those lead to the easy baskets for other teams. And, with any team, especially in the conference, it's such a good conference where, granted Kansas State is, at the bottom of the conference right now. They're a really good team coached by a really good coach. So, they're not going to stop playing. If anything, us turn over the ball that gives, the other teams life, especially when, we're on the brink of putting those teams away. So I feel like, the more better of job that we do at taking care of the ball, the less that happen with those second half runs that the teams go on.
I know Mike said that you guys worked extensively on turnovers this week and cutting those down. You still had 17. So where do you feel like you guys are turnover-wise right now?
I feel like the difference was between other games and these games. I feel like the other games was unforced turnovers. And in this game, we're actually, no turnovers. At the end of the day, it's no turnover, but it's turnovers to make winning plays, driving, attacking, aggressive turnovers as far as we just careless turnovers. And I feel like that was the switch today. We were making, winning plays, but we lose it here and there. But at the end of the day, it's something to let's help, ultimately trying to help us win.
Thanks, fellas.
So.
Our next question comes from Frank Bonner from the Tulsa World. Go ahead, Frank.
Farren, to go back to the run, when you guys are in the midst of another team going on a big run like that, what's the mindset and what's the message in the moment of that run?
Just keep doing what we know what to do. Keep playing how we want to play. In basketball, there's going to be runs regardless of who you're playing, when you're playing. All that stuff doesn't matter. There's going to be runs. So, it's all about just staying together and, figuring out a way to, make those runs as short as possible instead of, possibly letting those runs dictate the flow of the game and, giving them complete momentum. So, when teams go on runs, you want to, do your best to try and shut that down as soon as possible. So just doing what we want to do and, trying to just take back control of the game.
And then Rondell, as a team, you guys put up the most threes, shot attempts that you guys had this season. What were you seeing out there to, that gave you guys more opportunity to put up more threes?
I feel like we ran offense at high level and we started off early defending, so it gave us transition threes, open looks. I feel like none of our threes really was forced. All of them pretty wide open. So we were just playing within the offense and playing at a high level today, and that was the shots we took. So we'll live with them.
Appreciate you.
K-State is so different stylistically than most of the teams in the league, especially on defense, as much as they kind of clog up the paint. Do you feel, you talked about staying true to who you are and doing what you do, but do you have to be a little bit more versatile in a game like this and be able to find different ways to score when they defend the way that they defend? Maybe Farren, we'll start with you.
I wouldn't say that we have to change anything. We got guys that, are capable of doing multiple different jobs on the court. Tonight, I think I shot the most threes I've shot all season. I mean, that's, granted the team, when they pack it in more, that leads to more throw out shots, stuff like that. So I think really just focusing on, just doing what we do. I mean, we're capable of scoring on, all three levels, in the paint, from three, mid-range, free throw line. We shot 9 for 9 from the free throw line, which is really good. I think just focusing on just doing what we can controlling what we can control, and playing as hard as we can. I think that's the only difference. Really no difference in the game planning approach of how we approach the game playing against Kansas State versus anybody else.
All right, let's go back to Jacob Unruh from the Oklahoman. Go ahead, Jacob.
Rondell, I want to ask you about the alley-oop with Cade. Kind of break down that play for us.
I stole it. He was behind me a lot, to be honest. And then I didn't really care if he made it or missed it. I mean, I was going to throw it regardless. So he went up and made the play, and that's how they played it. I know it's probably already on Twitter somewhere.
How many times have you seen him make plays like that? Because you played with him in AAU and everything.
Yeah, I mean, AAU, that was a lot more prevalent. But coming here, I mean, it's the same practice. Everybody get their share, but I mean, we weren't really surprised by the outcome. So just another day, another dollar.
Farren, how do you feel right now shooting-wise? Seems like you're a little more comfortable than you were earlier in the season.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I definitely feel a lot more comfortable and, getting more comfortable that game by game, practice by practice. There's still times when, the coaches, they got to remind me of, different little things. But, that happens when I'm just about a month of playing. So, just getting back into the flow of things, just trying to be a good teammate. That's really what I focus on. So.
And last one from me for either one. Ice didn't play today. How good was it to get him some rest, but also for you guys to see what it's like without him and be able to play so well without him too?
I feel like it's a great feeling, getting a win without a starter and a key player to our team. But it's also a win to show that just how heavy we are as a team and how deep we can go as a team. Losing that drop and not really having just a tremendous drop off. Guys picking up the slack like Blake when they're making big shots. So it just shows how deep our lineup is and how much impact a lot of different players can make on our team.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Our next question comes from Danielle Dwyer from Fox 25. Go ahead, Danielle.
Hey, Farren. Kind of building off Jacob's question to you about being more comfortable, but it just seems like your threes are coming at key moments in games to kind of give a little bit of a boost or maybe break some of the scoring hiatus for you guys in the last couple games here. Does that even cross your mind, kind of like needing to get that basket for the guys, or is it just part of the game flow for you at this point and goes along with that comfortability?
Yeah, I mean, I like making big shots, and, especially when, we go on, a scoring drought or something like that, kind of helping the guys get a boost. They know when I get a clean look, it's basically as good as down. So, the guys knowing that when I'm able to get clean looks and stuff like that, I think it definitely brings a big boost to the team. The same way as when Rondell gets steals, stuff like that just wakes the arena up. And I feel like, some of these key shots that I've hit in the past couple games, I feel like those do the same thing. So really just trying to do my role, trying to do my part on the team, really. That's really how I think about it.
And Rondell, coaches talked about this a lot, just coming out with that sense of urgency and kind of how that was a struggle against TCU, but you guys had more of that against Texas. And today it really felt like more start to finish. That sense of urgency kind of was there through all 40 minutes of the game. And you kind of led into that early with those steals. I guess, did you guys feel that as well on the court, that today was more start to finish, a sense of urgency with your play? Is that something that you guys have felt build over time in the stretch of these games?
I feel like today it was definitely more known. And that was definitely after the first four, just a thought in our minds and a very vocal thing to keep our foot on the gas. So I feel like me personally, it's just whenever I get in, I'm gonna try to be that spark. So today, I started today, so that really, I feel like that helped start everything, and we just kept going from there.